Lucky for you, right after I get right up to that cusp where he will fully take care of me, I don't want to go that far. I just want to be the side. That's what I was saying. Like, I just want to be the side and I just want you to chill. I don't like him enough to lay up next to him every day. I don't even know how you do it. I'm not going to start talking about him. You know, I'm not going to start talking about him. Girl, I don't know how you do it. I was just trying to play my little position. He clearly won't stop, and you know he's obsessive. You can like say that you're going to leave him alone, and he will just call you back to back to back. Get to call your friends, get to call your manager, get to call your assistant, get to sending stuff, da 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 da. It's like free money. So why would you just, every now and then you just give in? You'd be like, you know what, fuck, let that nigga do it. Let that nigga take me somewhere. And you know what, I'm actually really glad you did this. Because I was this close. I said, damn, I really want to push. And I really want a condo in Miami. But I really kept thinking about it. I was like, I don't know, because you act nuts. And this is what I needed to see. I was never going to get peace in my condo. You
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive
This goes to show
side
that
eye.
it doesn't matter how much you're able to gain wealth, influence, all right, resources. It doesn't matter if you're able to lay down on a table and get upgraded per se. If your self-esteem is not intact, you're going to be willing to settle for anything. This is really sad, the level of desperation this beautiful woman has to actually put herself out here and proclaim that she's okay. She's actually begging to be a side. That's a huge problem. She's somebody that has achieved a lot in regard to success, but none of that matters if you literally don't see a problem in you as a mother too. You don't see a problem in you begging to be runner-up. Gotta get it together.
Everywhere I go, beauty finds its way in the little things of every day. A fleeting smile, the endless blue. Life feels better when shared with you.
Summer Walker is one of the greatest examples of the fall of women. And walk with me for a second. What I mean by that is this issue that we're seeing with Summer Walker, as big of a scale as it is, it's the underlying, the core of it is women struggle with male validation, and women are extremely male-centered, and it's completely out of whack. Church women, women in the world, women in general, this is a struggle that we have. And it goes back to Genesis. One of the consequences of Eve's sin is God said to her, your desire will be for your husband. That was a consequence of her sin, meaning that you will believe that your one desire is a husband, meaning your desire will be male validation. And this is something God has came and he has allowed for us now. He has ripped the veil. So now that we can seek him, now the curses and things are broken. But a lot of us have to do the mental work to get back to the full truth of who we are as women. And the full truth of who we are as women is that our one desire is not just a husband. Our one desire is God. And I'm not coming against a husband or anything like that. No, having a husband and wanting marriage is actually a holy desire of your heart. But the problem is a lot of us make that the central desire, and therefore it becomes an idol. And what does the Bible say? God is a jealous God. So there's this constant battle that as a woman, when you begin to seek strictly male validation and you live your life off the blueprint of male validation, you're willing to do anything and everything for male validation. One of the traps of that is you will absolutely lose your morality. You will absolutely lose your ethics, the things that make you stand as a mother, the things that make you stand in these holy places. You will not be, and you will fall, and you will end up in situations that are absolutely beneath you, that are absolutely diabolical. And before you know it, you'll look up and you won't even recognize who you are, and your mind will literally be so ate up that you won't even know left from right. Literally to the point, like Summer Walker, unfortunately, getting up on live and defending herself, defending the fact that she wanted to be called Pizza Hut. Like, that is insane. And have grace on her because like I'm saying, she has just slipped down for the years in her life seeking male approval, seeking male validation. And so now she's at the slope, and literally her mind is so ate up where she thinks that this situation is okay, and she's literally defending it. And again, it goes back to the root of the problem, which a lot of women seek strictly male validation, and that's their one desire more than anything. That is the one desire that they have, is they're willing to do anything for some type of male validation. They're willing to lose it all. They're willing to lose their ethics. They're willing to lose their purity. And I'm not just talking about sexual purity. I'm talking about the purity of your essence as a woman, gone, betrayed because of what? Because of a man? And this is the thing, when you learn how to walk with God, God is so sweet and God is so kind and God is so loving that as a woman, when you begin to unlock who you really are, he will put you with people that are aligned with you, and not people that are going to take from you, and not people that are going to put you in trash situations.
I guess even though we were free, we were still slaves in the mind.
I just want to be the side, and I just want you to chill. I don't like him enough to lay up next to him every day. I don't even know how you do it. I'm not going to start talking about him. You know, I'm not going to start talking about him, but you know the things about him. Girl, I don't know.
Growing up in the hood without a positive male role model to look up to. Message.
Let's talk about this bird brain logic that y'all trying to shape the youth through certain celebrities. And I'm grown, and y'all can't whip me and this cape for these birds. Like, y'all, it's a new bird flu going around and I ain't catching it, okay? And so this is in regard to this chaotic type of mindset that is being sold as an influencer personality, okay? This toxicity that is labeled as feminine empowerment, but it's really unstable. Like, it's really registering to me that y'all got undiagnosed issues and you run around here influencing people to also be like y'all. And so I want to get a little bit into how many of our daughters or nieces or our little cousins are thinking that this is cool, that you have certain individuals. Right now we're talking about Summer Walker, like, look, I got love for her, you know, she's a pretty girl, she can sing, but something I just could not fully get into her music. And I see why now, because if you are trying to befriend Tory Briggs, you was all up this girl's behind trying to befriend her, but you in her man's messages saying, save my name under Pizza Hut. You're supposed to be at the top of the totem pole as an artist, but you on bird brain behavior. I see why your music is liking, because your energy is messed up and you're spiritually confused, because what's really happening, and again, y'all can't whip me, but it's the truth. You really jealous of Tory Briggs. That's what it is. See, the sisterhood got pissed in the pool and nobody wants to talk about it. And you're wondering why there's a lack of cohesiveness, because nobody wants to check these birds out here that's misusing people.
Summer Walker has taken to the internet to try to humiliate Rich the Kid's current partner, the mother of his children, by insinuating that that woman is delusional. She's hyperfixated on her relationship with Rich the Kid, and that if she was smart, she would leave Rich the Kid, because Summer is not going to. Summer likes how much money he spends on her. Summer likes the things that he does for her monetarily. So in her mind, she's the rational one for telling this man that he can continue to cheat on his primary partner with her being Summer, buy her a new phone, save her number under Pizza Hut so that the primary partner in question, the mother of his children, does not find out. If you have to give somebody like instructions and a manual on how to betray the other people in their life for them to stay with you, you can't be in the right. You can't be in the right. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I haven't done things that have traipsed along the line of right and wrong when it comes to fidelity. Me, myself, I've never cheated on a partner, but I've unfortunately had people cheat on their partners with me, and a lot of the time they get away with it because they lie about it. Like, they're lying about who they're actually with, if they're still in a relationship. You can ask somebody till you're blue in the face, like, do you have a partner, do you have a partner? And they will lie, they will blame shift, they'll do a lot of those things. But when it comes to bird behavior, and I've been there too, bird behavior is when that person does not even have to sew together a story for you to believe. You just start lying for them. And a lot of young women do that. We do that in our friendships, we do that in our partnerships, we even do that in work relationships, where you're constantly giving the person who has the pattern of harm the benefit of the doubt, and then other people are considered idiotic or naive for falling prey to the same manipulative pattern that got you involved with them in the first place. I don't think a lot of women with high self-esteem are in a man's messages begging for that kind of thing. And I'm going to be honest with you again, I have done that. And that's because I was literally hating myself, like feeling like I had no inherent value, feeling like I lost my value because of how tumultuous the relationship had been to me. That's usually what it is. It's like after that person has beaten me emotionally down and broken me to my my roots and my bolts, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I will do absolutely anything to convince you to stay with me and in this partnership. But once again, that's not what Summer's doing. Summer is saying that, oh, Rich the Kid is triangulating you to humiliate you. He doesn't have respect for you. But how much respect for you does he have if you need to be in his phone as Pizza Hut? Like, it was like she was trying to speak from a high horse, but it's like, what high horse? Like, you're begging for somebody's their scraps, their second hand offs, their second hand materials. But yeah, a lot of women are agreeing with her because they do the same kind of thing, and it's exhausting. But honestly, let people be who they are is like my motto. There's not really any reason to keep intervening and like trying to correct her. She didn't set the stage for correction or improvement or expansion. That's not what she released that for. And she released that because she wanted to cover her ass and make it seem as though she's the level-headed one in a situation where she is literally begging for somebody else's baby daddy. That's never rational. Like, you're a multimillionaire, but you need him around for bags. It's like, and then like the humiliation that you're enduring, that's what the bags are worth. That's what those type of things are worth. I'm not buying it. I don't think anyone should buy it. I think a lot of the discourse is like, honestly, the videos that I have seen has been people being like, no, like, you know exactly what you're doing. You're trying to humiliate this girl so she leaves him and you could have him. He could be your primary. You could be like, oh, well, he was just so horrible to her. Why? Like, I just thought that was him showing loyalty to me. And a lot of young women make that mistake of watching a man treat another woman horribly and thinking that that's like you having a leg up. That's not what that is. That is a promise to do the same to you, if not worse, from an extended period of time. But yeah, I've never.
Summer Walker is the type of woman you want to stay away from. She'll complain about how men act and then proceed to beg to be a side chick. This girl literally said, you could buy me a new phone and save me under Pizza Hut. Is that not crazy? Meanwhile, you're begging the girl to be friends, checking in on her. Just because you went through a few heartbreaks does not mean you need to stoop down to the level of accepting the role of being a side chick. That's just harmful mentality. And that won't be good for you or your kids. And it wasn't even a text. It was a whole voice memo she sent this man. She sent Rich the Kid a voice memo begging to be a side chick. Listen, it's one thing to be a side chick and never have contact with that man's wife, but it's another thing when you're trying to beg her to be friends while begging him to be the side chick. If it was just about the money, then all right, cool. But you were in that girl's messages trying to check on her. To me, that's not evil. That's sinister. Regardless, we know that Tori's gonna stay, but that's not the point. The point is Summer was foul.
Summer Walker says save her as Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut? Since Wingstop hasn't tasted the same, I prefer Papa John's. But anyway, it's not about that. Now, I come from a bloodline of a lot of side chicks. Shout out to my mommy for completely killing that generational curse. So she wasn't one. She'd been married for almost 40 years, and I've never been one. But I can tell you how women that are side chicks think, and at least the ones that I know and are related to. Now, these some hardcore side chicks. I mean, like, have kids by your husband type of side chicks. And what I have learned about these women is, number one, they think that they're better than other women. Meaning, yes, it happened to you, but it wouldn't happen to me because I have the golden punani that you don't have. Then I also noticed that it's about the woman. When Summer Walker was talking about this situation, she was saying she don't even really like the dude. So she's not there for the dude. Who is she there for? I'm so glad that you asked. She's there to make Tori, I think her name is, that woman feel like she has felt being the main and there's a side chick. So women that like to be side chicks care about the women in the relationship more than the men. I'm not going to say that they secretly like women, but hey, look, that's another video for another time. But the man isn't the prize. They want the resources, the house, the car, the money, all of that. But they really just want to take it from the woman that's trying to stay down and suffer with her man. They want to make you feel dumb. They want to feel like they are above you.
But when you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. I haven't played Summer Walker's music in a long time. I played like one or a couple songs of her new album just to see. But then I realized I have no desire to listen to her because I don't want to live the life that she's living. Also,
and another thing too, how you gonna be this artist? Okay, you got all this wealth, but you talking about selling it. Y'all just want to be hoes. That's just what it is. You got money, so what's the problem? Y'all are really messed up, and it looks like a lack of motherhood or lack of fatherhood, and you got 3 kids? Say it ain't so. So just come to the front and get this reprimand, because obviously nobody is telling y'all that you out here looking crazy, and you can lay on the surgeon's table as much as you want. Your self-esteem is in the sewer because you begging somebody's husband to be. You said you want to be a side. You don't even want to be the main dish. You want to be celery. You want to be the mac and cheese. Bird brain logic. I'm not trying to be viral. I'm just trying to be virtuous. Let's bring back that. Y'all are very loud with your degenerate behaviors. By the time somebody say, wait, this is foul as women. Oh, don't judge me. You need to be judged. Because y'all are really, you don't know what you're doing. You just giving it out. Like what? Raise the bar. Let's raise the vibration, because the generation is going down, and I'm not going down with you, okay? So I just need to be direct. It takes too much energy to try to, tiptoe around these things. This is a huge problem, and I want to call you to a higher standard, okay? And again, I'm not picking on anybody, because it's not just her. All of them like this. Summer, Cardi B, Glorilla, all y'all is birds. And y'all bragging about being high-ranking birds. That don't make sense. You complain, and doing stuff that's backwards. Please put my name in your phone as Pizza Hut. Girl, are you serious? Y'all going out sad and bad. So I don't know whether you're just trying to sell albums and this your desperate attempt, or you are part of goddamn CIA, where you want to just mess up the common generations. But this behavior should not be glamorized, okay? You calling this self-expression? No, it is degenerate, and it is very lowbrow. It's very bottom shelf. You're teaching these girls to operate out of being unhealed, being traumatized. And you traumatized me even seeing that information. And the thing about it, you're begging for this dude, and he releases information about you. He don't respect you, sweetheart. Has anybody told you that? You're too beautiful and talented to be out here wanting to be a side dish. And ironically, what? It's about to be Thanksgiving and you talking about being a side.
Summer Walker, bring your ass to the front of the classroom. Save my number as Pizza Hut so I can be your side bitch. Summer, bring your ass to the front of the class. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna start with this. Summer Walker is a very talented singer. I'm a singer myself. She's a very talented singer, okay? Performer, very talented singer, very beautiful young lady with a low ass self-esteem. This is the worst kind of friend, the worst kind of bitch you can have as a friend. All in your DM, trying to be your friend, trying to give you advice on how to leave your nigga so they can step in and take your place. Destiny swap with you. The fact that this young lady is she was recorded. She was on live or whatever she was on. I saw the video this morning and I was completely disgusted with her. Girl, you just gonna keep on trying to beef over a nigga that he fucks with everybody. Yeah, I fuck with him, but he be fucking with everybody. So why can't we all just get along? I just want to be the side. I just want to be the side. You can't build a kingdom off of another woman's tears. Bragging about this man being a trick. Me, coming from a background of being a exotic dancer, a stripper, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I know what having tricks. I understand what lifestyle you live in. And you're an artist, getting some kind of money, but I hope you're not selling your body, young woman. But if you are, that's your business. But to get on this motherfucking internet and brag about fucking with somebody else's man and bragging about them fucking with other women outside of you too? This is what I mean by the culture. You don't value yourself at all. You think that's a flex? You think that's a flex? Because you're not doing that because you have to. You're doing that because you want to. You don't even see your value. You don't even know that you're Summer Walker. Your mindset is so shallow and fucked up. You're on the video like, well, I live in a mansion unlike you. And who gives a fuck if you live in a mansion? You're spiritually dusty, spiritually broke, sis. You have no value. That's not me saying you have no value. You don't value you. Coming from a black woman that is older than you. You thought that was a flex to get on the internet and brag about fucking somebody else's man or him tricking off to you? You think it's funny? Another woman's pain? You think that shit funny? Bitch, you're playing with karma. You're playing with karma. You're playing with the universal law of what you put in, you get back. Because one day, you're gonna get tired of tricks. You're gonna get tired of being the little hoe that you are. You put it out there, not me. Hoes have tricks. No matter how you want to put it. You're doing shit in exchange for favors, whether it's financial, monetary, or not. That's the truth of the matter. We're not gonna sugarcoat this shit for what it is. Like I said, I used to be a stripper. I danced for 15 years. Hoes have tricks. You put it out there on the internet. As beautiful as you are. And clearly, no shade to anybody that gets any work done on their body, their face, or anything. If that's what you feel like you need to do to feel better about yourself, I'm not mad at it. But it's clear. It's clear. There's some self-esteem issues there, because to feel like that was the flex and get on the internet and brag about fucking a man that doesn't put you first. Talking shit to the woman like, why can't we all just get along? Telling this nigga to store you as Pizza Hut so you can be the side. Now you got his woman calling you Pizza Hut. You the worst kind of friend a bitch can have. And she done posted them motherfucking text messages of you trying so hard to be her friend and to give her advice on how to leave her man. And then because you got busted, you get on in there. Well, so what? I got a lot of tricks. I have a lot of tricks. All I heard was I sell a lot of pussy. I sell a lot of pussy. A lot of men give me what I want because I give them what they want. That's all I heard. And that's unfortunate. Finally over it? No, you're not. No, you're not. And I'm going to say this again, like I said in the beginning. You're a very beautiful woman with an amazing talent. Your voice, wonderful. In my opinion, because I'm an artist, I feel like you're a lazy singer. I do. That's just my opinion. It sounds like you're sitting down, holding a mic, and just kind of lazily singing. But you sound amazing, which lets me know if you put in more effort, you would be fucking incredible. My advice to you is stop having tricks. Focus on your music career and your child. I think you only got one. And fall back from this bullshit. It's not a flex. It's not cute. I don't know if this is promo, but as a young black woman, a beautiful young black woman, a talented, beautiful young black woman, it's not a good look. I would never want a friend like you. I would never trust you around my motherfucking nigga, especially if he's rich and he got money. It's clear that you're willing to do whatever for a motherfucker that got money. And that's sad. Because you can get your own money, you're Summer Walker. You don't even know your value. You still have whatever mindset you had before you became Summer Walker. You still have that same pre-programmed mindset that you have to use what you got to get what you want, in my Ronnie voice. You don't. You don't. I don't know if you don't have anybody around you telling you that. Or because you gave your heart to a man or two and they broke your heart, so you like, fuck it, I'm running, so I'll go back to the hoe that I used to be. I'm sorry, I'm so blunt. I'm just speaking to how it is. I'm not calling you that. That's just how I talk. I'm a little hood. But you understand what the fuck I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm saying, like from an auntie perspective. You understand? Value yourself, young lady. Don't be getting on this motherfucking internet bragging about fucking with a nigga who's fucking with multiple women. And then the girlfriend or woman or wife or whoever she is got proof that you was trying to be her homegirl and shit. Come on. That's some snake ass shit. That's some snake ass shit. Write an album about that. You want to make some extra money? And I have to put you, write an album about how you did sis and warn women about women like you. Write an album about that. You'll win. Trust me.
How emotionally bankrupt do you have to be? How spiritually immature and bankrupt are you guys? All right. This is not normal. And it's not going to be normal on my watch. Okay. This stuff y'all doing is toxic on a whole nother level. This is not liberation. To me, this is like a enemy tactic of programming. Y'all trying to normalize selling it. No. Y'all are walking dumpsters, basically. So you're destroying a generation, and it has to stop. And these little girls that's watching this stuff, and they thinking that, oh, you know, this is a way to having a notoriety. Come on, y'all, look, go get some help, go get some counseling, go to the church, whatever you got to do, go pray, get on your knees for something worthy, for a change. But what y'all doing is reminding me how much the community has fallen away of having a village, to the point where you're supposed to be checking when women are out of line instead of condoning it. Wounded women that got money, y'all in this position. Oh, what you were bragging, telling Tory Brooks, Tory Bricks, oh, I got a mansion, but you got no standards and no values. Oh, he just one of my tricks, and you're bragging about this? Sweetheart, you're very lost, and I wish that you find your way, because this right here is not the clapback that you thought it was going to be. And furthermore, it's almost as if you may have been in Tory Brick's position at one point, and so this is your villain era. You was hurt as a woman, so now you're hell bent to hurt another woman. But how are you making music for so-called sisters, but this is so anti-sisterly? It's very snakish, because the voice notes that she dropped, you were trying to be her friend. Foul on the play.